Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Married to Medicine Season 2, Episode 5. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So we're going to start off with Kendra. She's having some issues with her weight. She was always small growing up. She was an athlete, so she was thin. And it wasn't until she got pregnant that she put on some weight, and now she's not exactly all the way happy with the way her body looks. So she has Jasmine over to help her, meal prep and showing her what portion size of the portions of food she can eat. And like right off the bat, she's like, "This is supposed to be a meal right here. This isn't a side. Like, shouldn't it be like?" Two other sides and like a meat. But she's like, no, you're gonna eat small meals a day. Now I knew a bus driver in Indiana. That's what she did. She was always snacking. She was eating small meals a day. But me personally, I would have went to Imani first before I went to Jasmine, because Imani seems like even though, you know, she eats what she wants to eat and then she's going to exercise. Jasmine seems like she's on that I'm going to eat celery and lettuce diet with, no type of seasoning. I can't have like not even a speck of sugar in my diet. But like, as long as if you're eating these things and you're exercising, I think it will like balance out. I was watching that show with Tiana Taylor. Her and her husband was scarfing food down, and y'all see how her body was. So, but then again, at the same time, it's like different people, different bodies. Like I used to be able to eat all that I wanted to eat, and I didn't gain weight. And then when I hit around like 27, my body was like, we can't do that no more. But I'm pretty sure if I like put the effort into exercising, which I really hate doing, working out to insanity is what really, soured my whole wanting to work out. Because like I didn't know that my body could get so sore. And I think that just like ruined the whole wanting to, workout experience for me. But yeah, she over there throwing out all the chips, all the cookies, all the lemonade. She got Coca-Cola in the refrigerator. She throwing that out. But I can say that, it's 11 months to this day. Today is June 1st that I haven't had a soda. And I am so proud of myself, because Coke and Dr. Pepper, that was my drink. For real, for real. And the Mountain Dew Code Red, yes. But they gonna try to work things out. Now, Britton and Imani, they take their kids to like this museum, and they're like looking at all the different pieces. And the kids ask, "Why does this person have their hands up in one of the little art pieces?" And Britton has to explain to them. And I'm going to try to explain this as a way that where this video won't get flagged or they don't upload it. She explains to them that there are certain people who look at certain people and they feel threatened. They don't know that this person is a good person, and this person, sometimes ends up getting hurt behind the other person, not knowing that they're a good person. And I'm hoping y'all can follow with that. And it's so sad that we're living today in this type of society and what's going on in Minnesota. I'm just going to say that. And then what that led to, all the things that happened afterwards, all the rioting and all those things. Now, the kids, they go walk off, and Imani explains how she experienced being called the N-word when she was little. Somebody called her, pushed her to the ground and called her a dirty N-word. And her response was, "I'm going to beat this little girl down." And that's what she did. She's like, she didn't even think of crying, because if this person had seen her crying, then they would have power over her. Even Idris had, was called that, like, and she had to check the mama, and the mama ended up crying too, because like, you should be teaching your child that this ain't right. This you shouldn't be calling people these words like as this something you shouldn't do. She didn't beat that woman down, and Idris didn't participate in the beating down of that child. But she had to let that mama know in a few words, and the woman ended up crying. Now, Leah and Kendra meet up to talk and hash things over, and she's at this point where she's tired of arguing with Shanique, because she's looking crazy herself. Her mama told her, if you arguing with a crazy person, somebody across the street looking in, they don't know who the crazy person is. And it's like, it's tiring, it's draining, and she's just over it. Now, Kendra wants Leah and Shanique to come with her to her favorite winery so they can hash things out. Leah is like, okay, that sounds cool and all, but I think I'm gonna need to bring me an edible with me because she know how Shanique get down and how Shanique acts. So yeah, she gonna need to take her edible with her just to get through the day. And I was like, I can understand that. Because Shanique, she is a lot by herself. But when you get Shanique and Jasmine, even though Jasmine wasn't going, when you get these two together, it's like on the 10th degree. And it's like, don't nobody got time. We've been filming for hours and I got to sit here and listen to y'all walk going on. No, and I'm not trying to do that. Now, where was I at? Since Robert gave Shanique homework to do, or since she wanted to be going to luxury real estate, he gave her some homework. So she goes over to her pros and cons list with Jasmine. Now, pros, I'll be my own boss. I'll have flexible hours and I can build my own empire. The cons are, I'm going to be away from family and it's going to be a loss of income. Now, Robert already told her that he's not going to be watching kids. His job is to go to work, come home. You fix him something to eat, y'all chill, he go to bed. He already said he not trying to watch after no kids. Take kids to soccer practice, basketball practice, track practice, ballet, whatever activity they got going on. He not trying to do that. But Jasmine, as filling in for Robert's, like, so you trying to get into a field that is heavily saturated? This is what you trying to tell me? Like, when will you have downtime? It's like being my wife, being a daughter's wife, is that not good enough for you? Like, she's trying to explain to her, like, this is how Robert's gonna come to you because this is how my husband came to me. When I told him that I wanted to, have a luxury concierge service. These are the things that Robert's gonna come to you with, and you just gonna have to handle it. So make sure you got everything in a row. But I'm like, you already talking about you tired, and now you want to spend more time away from the family to get this job up and going when it's like, right now, and I don't know the housing market, but like I know at this day, I don't think the market is all that good. So do you really want to be jumping into this? And who gonna be watching the kids? Because you gonna be gone. That's gonna be like a loss of an income. So it's gonna be all on Robin, and I'm pretty sure he's making good money. It's just that what y'all gonna do about these kids? Who gonna be taking them to school, picking them up, and taking them to the activities and looking after them? So Imani and her mom sit down. Imani, her mom, and Idris sit down. Mama, she didn't just came back from China. She got their family crest, all these things. But Imani and her mom, they did a genealogy test, and they was able to find some relatives in China. Imani's grandmother is half Chinese and half Jamaican. Her grandmother's father is full Chinese, I believe it was what she said. I didn't write down, but my bad. And she was saying how they was over there. The Chinese people didn't speak English and they didn't speak Chinese. But it was like, y'all drinking at 12 in the afternoon, having a Newport. Like, of course we are family. Like, yes, we are family. So that was good that they was able to find like family through the genealogy. I want to do that, but I am paranoid and I don't know what they would do with my DNA. And that made me even more scared after watching American Horror Story Apocalypse. That made me even more scared. Like, I am third generation suspicious and paranoid by certain things. So, like, my mind be wanting to go all the way left on what could happen to my DNA. But I would like to, like, trace, like, my lineage and, like, meet family members and all that stuff, I would like to do that. But I'm scared to do that, if y'all know what I mean. So, her and her mom discussed Phil being gone and her having to adjust. Because Phil was one that took Idris to school and picked him up and all those things. And now it's on her. It's just like, even though it's just like taking him to school, it's getting her out of her routine that she's used to. And I live right by a school. Like, literally, if you go, I can walk out my door and turn left and I can see the school. Like, it's our street, okay, my street, wait a minute, my street, a street like this, and this street, there's school right behind there. Like, I could see the school, and like the pickup at like 2:55, it be a whole lot. Like, they be blocking the main road, like to get onto the main road. It be like that for a good 45 minutes. So I can understand like having to get into the traffic and the pickup and drop off line of picking up a child. I can understand it would be a lot. Yeah, so like it's just an adjustment, and yeah, she wants to feel home, but she wants to support him. Like she misses. Wait a minute, but she did miss me when she said that how come married people have, why do you have to share a home with your husband? I was like, that's your husband. Like, y'all married, y'all live in the same house. That's what y'all do. But I did understand where she was saying how she is sleeping better because Phil is not there, because Phil is a snorer. Now, y'all, I don't know what my husband be going through when he be sleeping, but it like he be riding a bike. Like, I'm sitting there in my one spot. Don't move out of that spot. But my husband, he's flipping over left and right. He doggone kicking his leg, moving the doggone blankets. I'm like, bruh, like, really? So I understand the whole like I like having the bed to myself because my husband sleep, he works overnight, so like 5 days out of the week I get the bed to myself and I can stretch my right arm out and just chill, and I don't have to worry about the blanket and the sheets and all that stuff being tossed around because he doggone look like he riding a bike and sleep. So I can understand where she's going with like sleeping better, because I do sleep better, because I don't know what's wrong with this man. I don't say what's wrong with him, but like he be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still asleep, so like it's throwing my time off because I don't know. I never know what time it is. I look at the clock when I get up for whatever random reason. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and he been up for a while. So I'm like, yeah, that be throwing me off. Yeah, I understand that. But she also says that she didn't tell her mama she was married, and today was married for 4 years. Now, see me, my mama know me too well. It's almost scary how much she knows me. Like, I get on the phone, if my voice is a little bit off, what's wrong? Nothing. If I'm walking and I got the slightest limp, what's wrong with your leg? Oh, it's just a little bit sore. How long it been sore? Like, that's how my mama is. Like, I don't think I could have kept this from my mama. And I'm pretty sure once I told my mama, she would have hopped on the phone with my grandma and told her, because she can't wait to tell my grandma something that she didn't find out about me. Now, y'all, Leah and Shanique, they done got to the winery. And I just thought it was funny that they are matching. Like, yellow dress, sandal shoes, crossbody purse. All Leah needed was to have some braids on, and these girls would have been twins. I'm just telling you. But, like, they waiting for the longest time, and Kendra ain't showed up yet. I'm like, you invited these girls to the winery, and you show up 30 minutes late in your fighter pilot outfit. Is it like a little hee ha ha joke? Like, really, girl? Really, girl? I guess. But like, yeah, at one point it was like Shanique got on her phone and Leah was like, yeah, I gotta get on my phone too. But they did have like a slight bonding moment when both of their daughters' name, I cannot think of what their daughter's name was, but they both have a daughter that had the same name, and they kind of like bonded over that. Shanique says that she hopes that she and Leah, they can get past all this after having this conversation with Robert. But I'm like, I don't know how long that's gonna last, because y'all know she is messy and she is shady. Now, Imani, Brittany, and Contessa, they go to New Orleans for the weekend. That's their alma mater. Now, Imani feels that she is being catfished by this place, because this is not what it looked like on the brochure. Like, one room had like all kind of animal heads all on the walls. It was just a different room. She feels like she has been catfished. And like, that reminded me of my papa's house. My papa had some kind of like statue on the wall that like really just like, it was one of those like whenever you moved, his eyes seemed like it was moving too. And it always like, I was always like nervous and terrified about that thing. But yeah, I understand what she's going through now. I want to go to New Orleans so bad, y'all. I was supposed to go for my honeymoon, but I forgot what happened where we didn't get to go. I want to go to New Orleans and eat some good food. That's what I want to do. I am not even all about the party. I want to go there, look at the sights, and eat some good food. That's what I want to do. If y'all from New Orleans or y'all been to New Orleans, please let me know where the good spot to get some good seafood is. That's all I want to know. Now, Imani is telling Britton Contessa that Idris is dealing relatively well that Phil is gone. He hasn't been thrown off about anything. And she tells him that they asked about Idris's father. He's like, yeah, basically I used to get with dudes that were really, really charming but ended up being a lot of trash. But, you know, she got her son out of it, so that's a good thing. And, like, she realized that she was, like, getting with dudes that almost were like her dad. Like, her dad used to use her to go cheat on the mama. Like, hey, come with me right quick. We going to the store. We finna go over here. And while he got little young Imani with him, he was out here doing his dirt. And she's like, nah, bro, you ain't finna use me to be out here cheating on my mama. My auntie used to do that for me because me and my auntie, we 6 years apart. And my uncle would always be on her like, you ain't supposed to do this, you ain't supposed to do this. At this time, she was like 15 years old. Yeah, she was like 15 years old. And like I was like 9. And she was like, we finna go for a walk. And I was like, yeah, I get to go walk. And I was happy. We go around the corner. Her friend Chris in the car waiting on us. And we riding around town. Or at least in our area. Yes. That's how Thuggish Ruggish Bone became my song to listen to. Because that is all he listened to. When my auntie would use me as a, like, you know, use me to go hang out with her friends. When she wasn't supposed to be doing that. Hey. But she says that Phil made her safe, and he always had her back, and that's what she appreciates and loves about Phil. But she doesn't want to tell Phil to come home more often because she doesn't want him to feel guilty that he is over there. He is in Oklahoma, I believe it is, you know, getting his business together and all that stuff. And her going to visit him, she is a creature of habit, and like she likes to do things like a certain time in a certain way, which I can understand that. I like to have a routine of how I do things. It is on the verge of being OCD. But yeah, now we're getting moving over to Robert is at Britton's house with Mac. Him and the kids is over there, and they discussing kids sleeping in the bed. Now Robert and Shanique used to have their kids sleep in the bed with them because he would be gone and the kids missing him, and it's like they just want to be close to daddy, so they want to be in the bed with daddy. But at one point, he's like, y'all got to get y'all tails and going into the other room because it's mommy and daddy time, and I think that's what y'all need to do. Britton, she says that she wants the kids. Well, the little girl's already at the bed, but she wants the little boy out. But, like, it doesn't seem like she's taking the efforts of getting the little boy out of their bedroom. So, I don't know. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So, with my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your peoples to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. Now, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.